Good morning from Cancun, where it's actually getaway day, and we are just finishing actually a bonus day. We got stuck here an extra day with the intense winter weather that's hitting most of the country. So this is a vlog style video. Just want to show you kind of how we spend our time here, and if you stick around to the end, I'll kind of have some takeaways from you on how I tried to navigate this this experience 6 days here at an all-inclusive resort, and still kind of staying on track to my goals on this 12-week focus and beyond. So enjoy the video. It's a vlog style video. Hope you enjoy it, and see you at the end for some more. Good morning from Cancun. Today's our first full day. Yesterday was a travel day. We had a 3 a.m. wake-up call. That was fun. And we made it here without problems and got checked in. Did some exploring. Had our first food, saw our first artist of this venue, which was Nathaniel Radcliffe and the Night Sweats, who were very good. Never seen them. And had our first few meals. And again, my goal here is to have a great time on a bucket list trip and navigate my way around here with food and alcohol and get some exercise in. So we got some steps in on the beach yesterday. So today we are headed out over to one of the other properties to use that pool and learn about the spa over there. And it's just gonna be a relaxing day. That's kind of our MO every day. So overall, yesterday went pretty well. Breakfast was light at the airport. Of course, you're on Frontier, you don't get any food. And then arrival, we had some delicious tacos and some veggies and a little bit of chips and guac. And for dinner last night, we had Asian at this place called Momo. We had teriyaki salmon, spring rolls and stuff, and it was just really good. So anyhow, that is the deal with yesterday. Today, we are on our way to day number 2. We're gonna have some coffee and we'll start our day. I'll check in later from the pool. See ya. All right, so after lunch, we have arrived at the pool, and pretty cool spot here. I'll just flip the camera around really quick. That's like a swinging chair bar over there. We hope to check that out in a little bit. Got pools all around us. But anyhow, so for this video, I want to talk a little bit about, like, as far as like alcohol at a all-inclusive resort. You already know I'm kind of focusing on that a little bit more this year, knowing the impact it has on my sleep and such. So when we've done all-inclusive a few times, even with our kids in Cabo, and we like it, but my personal view, ever to each their own, but one of our mindsets is we don't view it as like an excuse or a reason just to get shit-faced all day. For one, I just don't feel good when I do that. So I definitely have a few drinks, and I'm here for 5 days of bucket list trip with my wife, seeing our favorite band. We followed for 30 years, and I'm gonna have a few drinks, and these 5 days aren't gonna ruin my 365 days. So with that said, some of the things I'm doing is, like, we had like one drink at the concert last night. We're having a couple drinks throughout the day. And like one of the drinks I will get like a frozen margarita that probably is a little bit sweet, but other than that, I'm gonna try to stick to tequila and a lot of water. We've pounded in water, but like tequila and Topo Chico, I think it's called like ranch water, or I had like a mezcal margarita, which I think is a little bit lighter, and they're super small portions. So for one, I think we had like 3 drinks yesterday, maybe 3.5. We split a beer at the airport. So for one, I guess the purpose of what I'm talking about here with this video, or this portion of the video, is that we don't view it as a reason to get shit-faced all day. That's one. Quantity is not important to us, just to maximize our all-inclusive value. Teach their own, but that's how we feel. We aren't trying to feel like crap all day. We can still have a great time. Number 2 is that when we're having those drinks, we have a few that are kind of like whatever we want, but then trying to avoid like the all-day super sugary drinks, which these Miami Vices are super good, but I can't imagine having them all day. But we definitely will have one here and such, so that's good. But anyhow, that's kind of the approach, is that I'm not trying to not have any alcohol while I'm here. I want to have a few drinks, but just keeping it respectable. I ain't trying to even cop a buzz or anything. So it's a kind of a vibe to sit here at the pool and have a drink that feels like a Mexico vibe, like a margarita or something like that. So anyhow, just wanted to address that. That's our plan for these 3 or 4 days. We're sticking to it, correct? We're sticking to it. All right, day 2 pool day is done. Not a lot going on in the workout room. I think there's one other dude that's jacked over there lifting some weights, but not a bad way to walk. Anyhow, I got about 40 minutes before I got to get ready for dinner. We got Italian tonight, and then the show, night number 1 for Dave Matthews is tonight. So I'm gonna share some clips of that. But overall, solid day here at the resort, relaxing. I'm reading Dan Brown's new book, Secret of Secrets. That's the dude who wrote Da Vinci Code, Angels and Demons, Inferno. awesome series. So got that, like 200 pages of that read. So again, just chilling, relaxing vacation with the wifey, and excited for a great night. But getting this 2.5 miles in, on my way to 1,000 for the year. So I'm on it. 41 minutes of walking, if you know, you know. Again, still not a lot going on here at the gym. It's kind of a cool, empowering feeling to know that you're one of the few people doing some work here on the trip. I don't know. See you doing it. All right, we made it for night 2. This is the night that Dave Matthews Tim Reynolds, our first night of 3. This is a cool area, lots of food options. And then over here, we're gonna mosey through the crowd a little bit. It is right by the beach over there. So we are walking up to the concert venue right now. So gonna be pretty epic. Get a few clips here in just a bit. Situation right now?
Not good.
Good morning, day 4 in Cancun, and at the time of this recording it is a Saturday, and most of the U.S. is getting pummeled with snow or ice today and tomorrow, which has had us extending our trip by a day. So a little bit of a stressful trying to coordinate everything yesterday, but got that squared away, and we are here for another day. Oh darn. So we are at the Grand Pool. We have a day pass over at this other property at the Moon Palace. That's pretty sweet. So we have we're gonna hit the spa and have a meal this morning at a place called Habibi, which is like Lebanese food, which looks exceptional. And tonight is day 3, the final night of Dave Matthews and Tim Reynolds. So I got my walking in the last 2 days. I'm up to 4.5 miles on the treadmill. That's just, we've also obviously done other walking, but anyhow, it's more the same, rinse and repeat. Just wake up, good meal, which actually we haven't eaten yet, and a lot of R&R with time with book. We actually met some friends last night from Madison, where our daughter lives, which was fun, and maybe we'll connect with them later tonight at the show again. So still having a great time, still feeling pretty good, and we'll see how this day transpires. We're pretty much pros here, folks. We're coming up on some wildlife here, folks. These things scared the shit out of us the other night. Apparently, they look ferocious. We got the Masters going on here. I just got a hole in 1. The last hole I got a 2. Katie got a hole in 6. That was generous. Uh-oh, this actually is tracking pretty good. Don't worry, she'll miss that. Oh shit. Probably gonna kill me. Walker saving the beauty. Try this one more time. Hopefully she has a little touch. It doesn't break my camera. Oh boy, that's not looking bad. So there you have it. That's how we spend our time here in Cancun at Dave Matthews Tim Reynolds 2026. As for some takeaways, I would say one of the number one things that we did is we tried to actively move our bodies every day. We had 2 travel days and we were here 4 full days. And on those 4 full days, I was able to go to the gym and get some walking in, 2.5 miles, 2 days. Another day, we walked on the beach for about 1.5 miles, and we rented bikes for about 40 minutes and rode all around the property. This morning on getaway day, we got up and walked all the way down to almost the end of the resort and back, and that was about 2 miles, about 45 minutes. Every day we tried to have some time where we actually moved our bodies, and I think one of the things about vacation is the gyms are usually pretty empty, as I think I even mentioned in one of the videos. And I would just encourage you to think about doing some exercise on your vacation, just because, for one, you have oftentimes, especially at a resort like this, where you don't really have tons of plans except for going to the beach, hitting the pool, maybe you do an excursion or something. We didn't happen to do that this time. but we did, or you have the space. You have the space to do it, so it actually feels good. So I would encourage you to just move your body at least once a day, water on vacation. Number two is we hydrated. We drank a ton of water. We actually brought also every day, we started a day with the LMNT, however you say it, electrolyte drinks with water. We start our day with, at least probably 12 to 16 ounces of water with those electrolytes. And then at the pool every day, we pounded waters. Like we always had a water. And if we had some alcohol, we had water next to that, on our little table. So I think that focusing on a ton of water is helpful. It will keep you from just only drinking alcohol all day at these all-inclusive resorts. Number three is that we start our day with breakfast, really good, mostly whole foods breakfast every day. We both love omelets, we love avocado, we love fresh fruit. They also have usually like some proteins, like some chicken or fish that is or beef that is cooked and like seasoned differently than we would make it at home. So we try to include that. And then sometimes there's like oats or overnight oats and some nuts. So those are the things that we had like every day with our breakfast, pretty consistent every day. We stayed away from like pancakes and things of that nature. We did sometimes share a pastry or a bite of a pastry, but largely our breakfast was very whole foods based. It wasn't huge, but it just was good nutrient dense breakfast, and then you're pretty full for a while. So then when you're at the pool, maybe you can grab a slice of pizza or something very small, and we really basically had 2 meals a day and then a snack meal in the middle. So I would say, takeaway number 3, have a whole foods, mostly whole foods based breakfast. It's all super fresh. I love the fruit down here in Mexico. We have papaya, pineapple, melon, the avocados, or the guac was really good. So that's takeaway number 3. As for number 4, I think I already mentioned it in another video, but as for the alcohol and drinks at the pool or wherever you're at, wherever you're at an event, try to have one that's like exactly what you want for the day, but then try to prioritize some lower sugar ones. So that's something that I had: ranch water, which is basically Topo Chico, lime juice, and tequila. That's really the main thing we went for, to be honest, or like a vodka and soda or tequila and soda or whatever. But again, like the Miami Vice or the pina coladas or the frozen margs, like all day, every day, is just a lot of sugar that you can probably try to avoid having on every drink. So mix it up. One of our go-tos when we did splurge for a drink, which actually the last 3 days I had 1 drink at the pool per day, was an iceberg, and that's like a beer with like a little bit of a frozen margarita in the top. So that was kind of my drink that I had the last few days when I had a drink at the pool. All right, last but not least, number 5 is that we invest in restoration whenever we come on trips like this to a nice resort. So the spa time, we always try to make time for that and invest our dollars to that, because having a spa experience where you possibly can get steam room, aromatherapy room, sauna, the hot tub, cold plunge, just the actual massage obviously is just really, it's important. I think it's good for us, and it's a great way to just, in the mindset of being on vacation, especially if you are going hard, doing a lot of activities, just spend some time just rejuvenating and restoring. And that's something that we do every time, and we had a great experience here at the spa at Moon Palace in Cancun. So there you have it. Hopefully this video was fun for you. I tried to be judicious in sharing clips of things that we did, but I want to give you an idea of what we experienced, and it was a great time. We're happy to get home and see our dog and get back to our normal routine, but as always, time away is well worth it. So take the trip. If there's something you want to do, take the trip. You will not regret it. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next week. Bye.